It's LeGarrette Blunt here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, Micro Mike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch Micro Mike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, aka Megatron. Big shout out to Micro Mike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
Anthony Manzano, he says, hashtag ISN, despite not trusting Vegas or any of these other sources that predict the top of the divisions before the season starts, I don't believe Detroit going to win the NFC North this year realistically. Okay, I see that. And you want to know what? That's a legit question. Travis Troxel, do you see that realistically being a possibility? Detroit, because he says he doesn't see it. Do you see that being a realistic possibility?
I mean, until we do it, you can't really trust it.
Facts.
But as a fan, you always got to be a little bit optimistic to where, hey, last year was last year. It dies once, the calendar year resumes. So, once free agency starts and teams are allowed to switch, or players are allowed to switch teams, it's a new year. So we got to treat it as such. It's 0-0, even today on August the 11th of 2020, it is still 0-0. So, I mean, it's anybody's game, but you got to go out there and take each game one at a time and go out there, run the football, stop the run, and play solid defense. You could do those things, and you trust your quarterback, needs a first down. Matthew Stafford has proven time and time again, he can get those first downs. You have to trust him. You have to make sure that he's upright. He cannot get sacked, or he cannot come off the field with a broken back. Those are recipes for disaster. If we have health, this team can win the North. They can win playoff games. And, who knows? We might be able to see them at least in the NFC title game. At least healthy. But if they're not, we go 3-12-1.
Yeah. I mean, if you take a starting quarterback from pretty much any team, they're going to be in some trouble. You take away Patrick Mahomes, you take away Aaron Rodgers, you take away even Kirk Cousins, you're going to have a lot of issues. You take away a very talented quarterback, it's going to be very difficult. Folks, I see that we have 115 in the chat. Can we get 115 likes? That would be absolutely amazing. It's important to hit those likes up via algorithm. Also, if you're not a subscriber to my channel or any of these folks on the panel, subscribe to their channels. The link is in the description.
Oh, my God. Wow.
What?
Look and see. Frog Crop dropping dimes, man.
The Dern says this, and I'm going to throw this to you, TA Noble Sports. This hashtag ISN, with no college football, does this cement the top 3 quarterbacks in college top 10 pick? Interesting question.
Yeah, I think it does. Woo. Because you pretty much have on film what you need from the 3 top prospects and quarterbacks. You already know what these guys are looking like. It's just what year is Trevor Lawrence in? He's in his senior year.
I believe
his junior year,
yeah.
senior.
Yeah.
So you pretty much got an indication of where he's going to be. He's going to be one of the top quarterbacks taken. Justin Field is going to be one of the top. And then you got the freshman, soon to be sophomore, Trey Lance, who definitely is box office, and the guy is good. And he's going to give those 2 guys a run for their money. But I think that those are the 3 top quarterbacks that will be taken in the draft. So there you have it.
It says the Lions will win the North. Sharon Rodgers gets beat down. They bring in young blood. Sharon will be a Tom Brady. So what he's trying to say is Aaron Rodgers is going to be outsea here soon in Green Bay. What do you think about that, the Gridiron Blitz? Do you think this is a possibility?
I do. I just, like I said earlier, about the North or just the whole thing? What are you saying?
He'll be out of the NFC North. He could be going to another team maybe after this.
Well, they
year.
owe him a bunch of money, right? Or can he get out after this year? I think it all depends on how much they owe him.
Yeah, I think he still has some years left.
I think that they drafted Love to back him up. You got to remember that Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 whole years after Brett Favre, and then Brett Favre was playing around. I'm going to retire. No, I'm not. I'm going to retire. No, I'm not. So then you have Love. And I think what they're doing is Love is going to sit, and Rodgers is going to ride out the guarantee part of this contract or the cap hit, and then Love is going to take over. So I don't think that that's going to happen just yet. It's just too much money. And as we know that the world is all about money, the mighty dollar. So I think that eventually, but Tom Brady got 6, bro. He got 6 rings, man. So he got a long way to go. He might be a bad man, but he ain't no Tom Brady, man.
Hey, and that's facts. That's facts. Folks, do you think that Aaron Rodgers is going to stay in the NFC North? Put yes if you do, no if he doesn't. Put FAR if you don't care. And you know what that F stands for, so let us know, and we will get to it. Huge shout out to Frog Crop again for that $10 super chat. Frog Crop is on fire. Bow to you. Dwayne Hogan says, how does it feel to stomp the... Okay, I'm going to have to move for that question.
Wait, hold on. I didn't see it, man.
Go ahead and read the question. And
look, it feels good.
I had no idea.
It feels good. Hey, Mike, I say what you can't, baby. It feels good.
Dr. says, Mike Trucks and Grid, what free agent would you target now that you can call them in for a workout? I am going to tell you, I'm going to just do a name drop really quick. It's called Marcel Darius. I think we need help on the defensive line, the defensive tackle position. I think it'd be good for a rotational player.
Okay, let's put it like this. Y'all got to understand about your boy is 40 years old. I got chips all on my shoulders, right? I love it when people disrespect people over 30. Danny Amendola. We brought him in here to do one job. There was no bigger Danny Amendola fan than me. I am the undrafted when it comes to this YouTube game, all right? Now let's bring it to EG. EG has done nothing but perform. We saw what we did last year. I think Matt Patricia alters his scheme, does a 4-3 more than a 3-4. We bring EG off that line, still a stud, 8.5 sacks last year. He gets to the quarterback more on his own than well, I'm not going to say he had 28 sacks, but we need a dog. And we don't have a dog on this team. Trey Flowers ain't a dog. He not a dog. Well, he might be a dog, but he ain't like a He's not like a
I mean,
pit,
he is
man.
he a dog. He just gets double and triple
what
teamed.
kind he like a giant schnauzer.
I mean,
that's what he is.
I mean, but he gets double and triple teamed. How
He
can
does.
he be able to?
You're right.
get free?
You're right. I got to put some respect on his name. So we're going to go to Everson Griffin. Everson Griffin will eat opposite Trey Flowers. I guarantee that. Trav, I'm going to steal one from you. Put that on the front page, back page, columns 1 and 2. EG to the Detroit Lions.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. Hey,
Thank you.
salute,
Thank you.
Grit.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
For the hopes of my friends here on the panel, I truly hope that this individual does make the team because I think they'll go crazy. Anthony Mazzano says #ISN for a friend who's been a pessimistic Lions fan for the past few seasons. He wants to know, should we trust Matt Stafford to stay healthy for a whole season? Me personally, I trust Matthew Stafford. The issue is when it comes to a back, guys, because you all know about my back issues. I've had a double neck fusion. My spine is degenerative arthritis. It is a spine of an old man. It can be healed, but as soon as you take a specific hit, you move it wrong, it can go back like it was completely bad again. So I trust him in a sense, but my fear is if he gets hit one good time, it can go back. So I think he can stay healthy for 16 games. I think they did the right approach this last season by just completely deactivating him, letting him rest for the 8 games, plus the whole offseason. I think he'd be good to go, folks. I see 200 in the chat. Let's get 200 likes up. I appreciate you.
Up.
If you think that Stafford can completely stay healthy, hit that like button. If you think he can't stay healthy, hit that like button. That'd be duly appreciated.
Hey, Mike, why don't you drop in the chat how you become a member of your channel, sir?
If you want to become a member of my channel, you go ahead and hit in the description. It says join button. Hit that join button. You can be a member of my channel. It's only $1.99. But if you don't, that's completely fine with that. No doubt about it. And that's what it's all about, folks. Travis Troxel, do you think Stafford could stay healthy for 16 games?
Absolutely. You know, the guy had, when he first came into the league, he had 2 broken shoulders. One his rookie year, then following the very next year, in his second year, he had a broken shoulder. And, you know, then he became this Iron Man. And with that, you know, it wasn't until the last 2 years he went down with a bad back. And, last year he was actually playing through that bad back. And then this past season, he couldn't. And I'm glad that the Lions, like Mike said, I'm glad that, the Lions saved Matthew Stafford from Matthew Stafford, because Matthew Stafford, if it was up to him, it's get off of me. I got this.
Yeah.
Of course, there's some added words I had to take out, but
Of course you did. Of course you did.
And look, it's very fundamental when we talk about this team. Can Matthew Stafford stay healthy? Let's make no mistake about it. Everybody knows that this team revolves around Matthew the Stat Stafford. If he stay healthy, great. Here's a good one from Rod Love 313, Travis Troxel. Can Swift get a total of 900 total yards from scrimmage this year?
I am definitely going over 900. Especially with Carry-On. I think that they're both going to be over 1,000 yards. Whether it's all purpose or combined or just rushing, they're both thunder and lightning. They're both going to complement each other. They're both going to get the touches. And I definitely think that they're both going to hit over 1,000 yards. Can one of them hit, 1,500? That's up to, how hot the hand is. We got to feed the hot hand. I believe Micro Mike and TA been preaching that all off season since ISN's been created. You got to feed the hot hand. And, with that being said, I definitely think that DeAndre Swift can hit 900 yards, and I'm definitely taking the over on that. I'm going to go at least 1,100.
Man, when it comes to DeAndre Swift, I'm taking the expectations a little bit down here. And the reason for this is I'm not 100% trustworthy in how much we're going to run the football. I think we're going to be even keel. I do believe so. But I still want to see it in regards to Darrell Bevel. We got to be, if they're going to do one runner, do the hot hand. But we've seen so far last year that when it comes to Darrell Bevel, he will pull people out. He will mix it up. Even if one player's doing good, say Bo Scarborough, he will still pull them out for a Kerryon Johnson. So I want to see them stay consistent in regards to whoever the hot hand is. And I think, obviously, to me, you know how much I love DeAndre Swift. I will hold back a little bit in talking about what he'll get. Hopefully he can get over 900 yards. I'm still a little pessimistic, not because of the talent, but because of how we use our players. TA Noble Sports, do you think that DeAndre Swift can get over 900 yards, all-purpose yards, in 2020?
Yeah, I think he can do it. It depends on, like you said, it depends on totally how they use DeAndre Swift. Because if him and Kerryon are splitting carries, it's going to be kind of hard to be able to accumulate those type of yards. But I definitely think that DeAndre Swift can do it. It depends on who's having a hot, I guess I don't want to say hot hand, but who's having the best game, and they're steady feeding him the ball. But I definitely think that Swift has the capability of eclipsing 900. Will he do it? I'm gonna say no, because it's gonna be so tough between him and Kerryon. I'm gonna say about 800, probably somewhere in there, 700 or 800, because it's gonna be tough. If Kerryon is healthy, they're gonna be using both of these guys. They're gonna be in and out, and then you may also implement Bo Scarborough into the run game too as well, especially at the goal line, things of that nature. So it's a lot of things that's going to play into him being able to eclipse 900 yards.